welcome back to our channel, Retired and Loving It. Today, we're at Spring Mill State Park in Mitchell, Indiana. I'm Terry.
And I'm Keith, guys.
We're standing in front of the Grist Mill in Pioneer Village. Spring Mill Village was originally founded in 1814. There are 20 historic buildings to explore in the Pioneer Village. The centerpiece is the 3-story limestone grist mill built in 1817 that still grinds cornmeal today. This is known as the Granny White Home. This home was moved to Spring Mill when the village was restored. Granny White often cared for orphans and those who were destitute. This is the 3-story grist mill built in 1817. It is the centerpiece of this pioneer village and a working grist mill to this day. The village printer was located inside the grist mill. As you go up to the second floor of the grist mill, it is a museum where you can see many artifacts from the time period. It was so interesting, so many things to see. In 1825, Hugh Hamer bought the property, and it was in the Hamer family for many generations. As you walk up to the 3rd floor, they had different rooms set up as they would have been back in the 1800s. One thing I learned, if there's a moon on the outhouse, it's for women. If there's a moon and stars, it's for men. I never knew that. This grist mill was massive and hard to believe that it runs just on water power alone. This is inside the grist mill, the mechanisms that turn the wheel.
That's right. You just press print, don't you?
This was so interesting. I could stand here and watch this for hours. I love this little garden area with the rock fence. We were told there were about 300 wild pigs that used to run the area, and the fence was to keep them out. We were unsure why all the beds had coins thrown on them. I guess it's like throwing a coin in a wishing well. If you know, comment and let us know. The spring house was what they used to keep things cold before they had refrigeration. This is their distillery where they made moonshine. And the wood shop. So are you sharpening things, or what are you doing?
I'm making this cutout here. A little woodpecker, and when I get him done,
you'll be a door knocker. Make a lot of toys. I make this little climbing bear. You pull down on the strings tight.
That's so cute.
That's actually a period correct toy they would have had back in 1860s. Made a couple of rolling pins last year. It took about 2.5 hours a piece.
The Tavern. See what's upstairs. At the Tavern, you could not only get drinks, you could get food and be put up for the night. Pioneer medicine was much different than it is today. They used a lot of herbs and tonics. This was the mercantile gift shop, where you could buy everything from a coonskin cap to cornmeal ground at the grist mill. This is the meeting house where they would have church and other community meetings. The back of the Pioneer Village, you could find the livery stable.
Take you to make a piece of something like this?
Well, to throw it on the wheel, not very long at all. Depending on the shape, anywhere from 10 to an hour. But to get it all the way completed, about a month.
About a month. Now, do you make the skunk and the?
Yeah, I made those too.
The little snake.
Yeah, those. I put underglaze on them right now, and then they'll go back in the kiln. And then they'll be finished.
And what Pioneer Village would be complete without a blacksmith?
One of our guys is from, I want to say, Hewitt.
Pioneer Village had so many interesting things to see. We loved it. Thank you so much for joining us today at Spring Mill Park. What a beautiful place.
Guys, we've had so much fun here. Hey, thank you so much for coming along. If you would, please go ahead and press that subscribe button right over there. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and share this video with your friends.
We'll see you next time on Retired and Loving It.